I tell you what, Natsu be having no respect. He wouldn't even give a fuck if that was the king himself telling him about Eclipse. Like, this episode, I got to say, I love, like, the new little recap thing they got in Fairy Tail. We find out who that guy is, that his name is Arcadia, and he's captain of the Knights, and he explains everything to Natsu and the gang, saying, you know, we need a celestial magician. It's like, we was gonna have, like, a proxy one, you know, just a fake one, but we find out that this plan can work if we have a true celestial magician with us. And it turns out, like, every year that they steal great qualities of, like, magic for the Eclipse project, for the games, and that they actually need, like, it to work on the Eclipse, which is on the 7th of July, conveniently when the dragons disappear. And that they also need 12 keys as well of celestial magic to actually get them working. And they're gonna use this plan, which, Boiling Nancy said, I don't give a fuck, like, just tell him what you want Lucy and shit for. Turns out that they actually want this so they can stop Zeref before he became immortal 400 years ago. And the shocking thing is, like, you actually see this episode, and it's like, not all of, like, you know, like, not all of, like, the army is actually agreeing on this side of, like, you actually see, like, the Minister of Defense saying, what are you doing? You're gonna mess up with, like, the future. Like, you're gonna, like, you shouldn't mess with present day, because you're gonna mess up, like, you know, with the past and shit. It's like, you will fuck it up. Like, you mess with the past, you mess with present day. That's just how it works. And he's like, he actually captures Lucy and Yukino, and not to mention the Knight as well, to stop them talking about this. And it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? As soon as, like, Natsu was gonna, like, retaliate, the magic from, like, the Eclipse project was actually absorbing his magic, since he was way too close to it and he couldn't use anything on it. And it's saying, like, if you win, you can have an audience with the king, because the king really does like Fairy Tail. And it was like, really, like, that's what they were going with. Like, they're saying, like, you have an audience with him and it'll be all fine and dandy, you know, it'll be all good. It's like, they weren't accepting this. It's like, Lucy is part of their family, and so they're going to get a rescue. And one thing that I found interesting is that when we was talking to Yukino, and she was telling her about her sister, and then she said that she happened to be taken by a certain Zeref, worshipping group. Now, it's just, you know, theories and all that, like, just popping out there for you guys, but from what all the details you know so far from the anime only, it shows that, you know, actually this Solano person is someone that we already know. So who do you think that is? Who do you think she's related to in the series? Because I'm really, I want to see if you guys can see who Solano is related to Yukino. That'd be something interesting to find out. And then the games, they're finally beginning, and everyone has their entries, you know, everyone be flexing, everyone be going in. Like, you see Sabretooth, although they're a little bit more down and depressed and all that, because, you know, Lecter got his fucking shit kicked in, and now, like, Sting's gonna be like, oh, I can't do this, you know, all this. And it seems like Minerva has taken the leadership role now of Sabretooth while they've been gone. However, when Fairy Tail arrives, it's like, it's without Natsu. Their squad is Urza, Grey, Juvia, Laxus, Gajiel. Now that is a team, is a fucking team of badasses right there. You just got every single badass from fucking from the Fairy Tail Guild, and just decided to put them in there, and it looked really good. The only issue I had really with this episode was that the art looked a bit derpy for them when they were just looking at them. That's just me. That looked really weird compared to, like, all of mostly Fairy Tail. Like, all of Fairy Tail's been, like, really good art and quality and all that. And I thought that was just, like, really low for, like, Fairy Tail for a bit. But then it's just like, where's Natsu at this point? It's that he's Wendy and Mila Jane, and he's gonna rescue Lucy from that prison. So whilst that's happening, he's gonna bust her out and make sure she's okay. Overall, this was a solid episode. I enjoyed it. You know, things are good progression. We now know what the Eclipse is gonna do. And we know, like, you know, there's been a little bit of turmoil within, you know, the army and all that. And then also as well, we got the game starting, not to mention Natsu going on his way. So I'll give this one a solid 7 out of 10. What do you think in the comment section down below? But that's all from me. I want to thank you very much for watching. And remember, I'll see you guys